Hey guys, I'd like to share with you the number one most important thing I learned about guns. This thing totally changed my perspective and really gave me a great respect and appreciation for what the gun is. Now, there are only four simple rules you gotta know about gun safety, and these will serve as the foundation. Now, some of you may have heard of the 10 Commandments or a long list of rules that you should do or not do, but these four serve as the foundations of any other rules or guidelines for gun safety. This is based on my research on Jeff Cooper, who is the founding father of the IPSC, or the International Practical Shooting Confederation, my personal experiences, and I also joined the gun club, the CPPSA, or the Center for Philippine Pro Shooters Association, and I was taught this in almost every accredited shooting range. You will see these four rules of safety similarly or exactly the same. You would see them again. So let's get to it. Now, rule number one: all guns are always loaded. Now, I don't want to water it down and say treat every gun or assume that every gun is loaded, because when you think of it this way, it it's absolute in a positive way. It's a reminder that there is no room for error, there are no second chances. They're always loaded. A lot of times when accidents occur with guns, you hear someone say, "Oh, I thought it wasn't loaded," or "I thought," and well, the rule number one states that all guns are always loaded. Rule number two: never point the gun at anyone or anything you do not intend to destroy. Now, I've tried to put it as simply as possible. Some people would be a little more technical and say, never let the muzzle cover anything. For people who are not so familiar with guns, I just like to say, don't point it at anyone or even anything. I think it could be someone's car, it could be someone's prized possession, someone's shoe. As long as it's anything that you do not intend to destroy, do not point it at that direction. Rule number three: keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. So, why do this? Because people who put their finger on the trigger, this a lot of accidents, or almost all accidents, occur when that guy's finger was on the trigger. Someone bumped him, he tripped, he got shocked. Since his finger was on the trigger, he he reacted and the gun went off. If your finger is not on the trigger, that gun will not fire. Number four, simply put, be sure of your target. What does this mean? Be sure of your target before you pull the trigger, verify it. Be sure of what is behind your target, because the tendency of the bullet is to go through. Also, be sure of what is around your target in the event that a ricochet may occur. And some people wouldn't think about the surrounding area, but I've seen people fire a gun at a seemingly safe area and the ricochet comes back and hits them. It sounds kind of crazy, but I've seen it happen more than once. So, quick review. There are only four simple rules that you should know. Application. So, number one, all guns are always loaded. Whether this be a revolver, a semi-automatic pistol like this one, a 1911, or any other model, a long gun, a shotgun, a rifle, whether it be a rocket launcher, whether it even be a crossbow, or any similar type of gun or firearm, all rules apply. Rule number one, all guns are always loaded. When I when I look at it, when I'm gonna handle it, I treat it like it's loaded. So first, I would remove the magazine if it did have one. If it didn't have one, I would check visually and physically. I would open the action to see that it isn't loaded. There's nothing in the chamber. You could visually lock it and check personally if you want. I put a safety just for good measure, so it is always loaded. Now, rule number two, never point the gun at anyone or anything you do not intend to destroy. So even before I put my hand on it, when I set it down, when I put it somewhere, I am not gonna point. This is for demonstration purposes. I will not point the gun like this. Why? Because this thing is totally pointing at my direction, and in the event of any accidental discharge, I would be destroyed or seriously damaged. Even just setting it aside, when you pick it up, same thing. Do not point it at anyone or anything while handling it, while you're sweeping, while you're moving around. So you could see, even chronologically, you could apply this already before handling it. Rule number three, now when you do handle the gun, keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. So when you do handle it, it would look like this. Your finger would be out. Some people put it up here on the side if they do get tired, as long as it's not inside the trigger guard or on the trigger. Now some people would say, but someone told me, keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are on the target. Well, what if I have to shoot from the hip? What if I don't have sights? And that is actually not impossible. I know a guy who shoots without sights because he actually has the skill and experience to do so, and he can do it proficiently. Well, I stated this simply: keep your finger off the trigger until you are ready to shoot. If you are ready to shoot, you're certain, by all means, you can put your finger on that trigger. No problem. Rule number four, be sure of your target. Be sure of what is behind your target. Be sure of what is around your target. Okay, that's simple.